We are back to Breakdown Boys Wade Sensei.
Oos.
My headset's all messed up. I don't know what happened.
Happy 4th of July, America, USA.
There you go. Immediately, all the UK just tuned out. Immediately. They're like, and they're back.
Wait, real quick. How many fireworks did you see? Like how many?
I did. I went to 2 shows.
I went to 4.
Oh yeah, you're insane, dude.
What's up, dude? I
okay.
America'd you.
I actually
And at my cookout, 2 American bald eagles were in my backyard. 2 on my trees, dude. 2.
There's bald eagles in Massachusetts,
bro. 2 of them, like
I thought those are endangered species.
15 feet above me. 2 of them.
Are they not
What's
endangered?
Up, America. They are, dude. But they were just hanging out with us Puerto Ricans.
Cap
at a cookout.
Puerto Ricans at the cookout.
They were invited. Anyways, continue.
I didn't actually go to 2 shows. I went to a friend's of my parents' house, and they were They have like a view of Orange County, and they were just watching all of the shows at once. You know, all the stuff.
That's fire. That's fire.
And then they did one next to my place, and it was pretty dope too. So W stuff. You know, what's the go-to song you use for fireworks? Like
I'm proud to be an American is definitely one, dude.
I love the America the Beautiful, Born in the USA. Obviously the Star Spangled Banner. What did you say? What was the first one?
Is it? I don't know what it's called, but I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, I love the massive like super glaze of America for the names of songs that we have. I love it.
Yeah,
it's the best, dude.
Let's go.
But mine's Party in the USA. I don't care. You start playing Party in the USA when the fireworks come on, and I act different, bro. That or fireworks, Katy Perry. I'm down. I don't care.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so apparently not the only fireworks that have happened on at least online. We're making a special episode today to talk about Sketch.
Yeah, bro. They try to get them, dude.
Sketch
the internet
situation.
trying to come for.
So I'll give the backstory from me. Obviously, you've been talking about Sketch for like 2 years. This has been your guy. You followed him on TikTok. Like, you know,
TikTok Madden is where, like, when he was like solo TikTok Madden, like before he got famous, it was like a month or two, like a couple months right before
he popped off.
He's like solo streams at his house, and he's just like
he was solo streaming for sure, brother. He was solo
being sketch.
He was being super sketch. You understand?
I'm an OG fan, but I ain't like.
Yeah, you a super OG. We know, dude.
I'm not a rebound. I'm not a rebound fan. You know what I'm saying? I figured this is a good subject. If I got to talk to you, you know.
I got it. No, honestly though, actually, but okay. So last night, I was, I think, asleep by the time this started to come out.
Okay.
Things started to come out on the internet about Sketch having an OnlyFans, I think. Yep. But not just any OnlyFans, a gay OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. Which I think they call spicy. I think I'm trying to keep up with the terms.
What do you mean?
That's what they were saying. They were saying like he has a spicy OnlyFans. I was like, is that the word?
I mean, it's a gay OnlyFans. Like it's spicy, whatever. But OnlyFans is spicy in its own right. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. That's the gig. That's the you know what I mean?
I love how they tried to remember they tried to stop nudity on there for like a day or two.
Good luck. And then they saw how much money just tanked out of the book. They were like,
oh, the CEO was like, I didn't want this company to be like this. We are putting our foot down. 24 hours later,
they're like,
you know what, guys? Never mind.
Okay, actually. So this comes out. Again, I immediately get up in the morning and I went golfing at 6 a.m. So I'm still no idea what's going on. I'm not on my phone. Right. I'm hitting on the green, but I'm putting for bogey. So I'm not putting for birdie in any case. I'm 3-putting. Anyway, about halfway through the round, I start to look on the internet and I'm seeing it and I'm like, what is going on? So explain to me what has happened in this last 18 hours here.
Well, essentially, there was like leaks, you know. But
so the stuff actually came out. Like whatever he had been on, I guess this is previously to him doing the Madden, right?
A few years ago.
Okay.
He had an OnlyFans account. And it got leaked. But, to give you some more backstory, I guess some backstory here. I guess when he talked about in his reaction, he's been worried, which we can look at here. He was worried about like it being leaked. So he might have been threatened of this or knew that it could be leaked for like the last 2 years.
I mean, listen, when you like, if you do content like that or any content and it's on the internet that either you like are, I mean, clearly I think he's probably ashamed of it in some way because you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to really have it out there.
Of course.
It's going to come out, dude. It's going to come out.
Yeah.
You know? And it is what it is. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It's unfortunate, I think, for him because apparently he's such a nice guy, you know. But
right.
It's going to happen, you know.
Yeah. So it comes out. There's nothing from Sketch yet. Like most of the comments on wherever the shorts or the leaks are,
people
like,
found
he's still sleeping. Like it's like he hasn't woken up yet because it's like in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Same,
right.
Yeah.
So it's this giant like waiting game.
Oh,
is he going to respond? Is it? Then it's like, is it real? Is it fake? What is everyone else going to say? And then people start responding. Like Tfue says, like regardless of whatever, you're still my boy. Like in Banks and a bunch of other streamers and Jinxie, and a bunch of people start coming up in his support, which was dope to see. Because again, the giant difference here was Sketch and anything else. Like it's not like he committed a crime or he did anything that would be
right.
Because like the only controversial part is it would expose your beliefs on either OnlyFans content or being gay or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Which again,
it's probably controversial to people because they just don't expect it. Oh my shit!
Right.
What the hell is that? You know what I mean? Out of nowhere, like what? Yeah. But outside of that, outside of the shock factor of it being put out, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, is that all we have to talk about? Let's move on type thing. But apparently it's the internet, and that's not what's going to happen, right? People.
Yeah, no.
This is what I did see because I haven't seen Sketch's response yet. But when I was looking through Twitter, I saw it looked like everybody reaching out and being like, "Hey, man, Sketch is still our guy. Sketch this, Sketch that." And the only reason I looked at that and I went, "Oh, he must be getting buried online."
Yeah.
He must be getting like people trying to just dogpile this thing and like. Again, and when I say that out loud, I'm like, for what? Like, okay,
yeah.
If that's not, if you thought you were swindled into thinking that's who this person is, but they were doing this, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Sketch, so I don't know if he's like super anti-gay on his stuff or if he's has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Not even, honestly, not even.
So it's like,
but I think people also were like, is he faking everything? Like, is this completely different persona? People started saying other stuff. Is he faking this? Is he? Yeah. That was one of the original things about Sketch.
How old is he,
like
by
faking
the way?
His personality?
How old is he?
25, 26. So
okay.
This happened like a couple years ago, I guess, when he was like 22, 23.
So he's still a young dude, man. And, I mean, listen, we talked about it with me. I did the Rebound Sex movie. Like, I knew that shit was going to come out at some point. I wasn't
right.
I wasn't about to talk about it, but when it came out, the only thing you could do is go, "Hey, man, I did this fucking movie. It is what it is." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough because it's with like Sketch's personality, which I think it's the majority of the outcry is like in the support, is because Sketch is like he's very new to the scene and like new to fame, right? Mm-hmm. And his personality, he's a very nice person,
wholesome,
very wholesome, sweet guy, and now he gets to do all these things. Like he's working with the NFL, doing this,
what
doing
hasn't
that,
he done in the last couple months?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? And he like wants to be a part of the guy, like a part of the group and be with the guys.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So my initial concern, because of like his personality type, was like this. I wonder how he's going to feel about not just like what the internet thinks, but like the guys think now that he's hanging out with what, and also
the boys,
anybody else thinks, because this is not just like, oh, we found out you are like posting yourself nude. This is about your like your sexual identity.
Yeah,
you know
that's another thing too.
Being outed is completely different than
that's a massive
someone seeing your body, or like a sex tape or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close to the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that we don't know how that affects people. So my initial thought was, oh, dude, like, I hope his family knows, and his like small circle already knows, because this isn't about, again, sex tape or like news being leaked. this is somebody being outed, and then also being outed in the worst way possible.
Yeah, man.
Because like you're being outed with video, pictures, and it's like OnlyFans. You're talking about this is worst nightmare.
It's not. Yeah, this is not someone going on the internet being like, "Oh, Sketch is gay."
Right.
This is the most private,
the worst way.
Well,
the worst way.
I would say private. Obviously, these are things that he chose to do on camera.
Right. Right.
Something he obviously did not want to come out because obviously he's
correct.
You know,
when you're not like, of course, like he clearly is like if you're gonna say who's being outed, whether he associates being gay or not, regardless,
right?
He has been outed and exposed for that when he wasn't trying to be clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that is like that's dangerous territory for anybody in any circumstance. Small group of people, like in school, classroom, friends, like even just with you, between you and your parents and your family, right? So my initial feeling was, bro, like this is like people got to chill because he hasn't even seen this yet, or if he has, he may have to like be thinking about what am I going to say to my parents or whatever.
Just imagine,
right?
I can't imagine. And
also, I've watched some videos before where he has repeatedly mentioned like God.
That was the thing I'd seen about him on
Theo
Vaughn, yeah.
So immediately I was like, "Oh no, dude!"
Texas
like,
kid too, you know what I mean? Like,
I was like, "This kid." I'm like, "We got like." I was like, no doubt in my mind.
You were worried, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, "We got this. This is one or two things. Either I'm about to see some crazy post next, or he's going to be good." So I started like sending messages out, and I'm like, "Oh man!"
Yeah.
Like I had already accepted it because you know you've been alive long enough. You see things, you can start to read the room, and this is something that people aren't prepared for. Again, in small circles, you know, like dealing with family or whatever, small circles, let alone the internet and this new persona, this new personality that you're coming into.
The eyes of the world on it, man. That's the biggest part of it. It's like, yeah, bro, waking up to that and just,
bro.
But
oh man.
So I guess the initial reaction from Sketch is, I guess, captured by your boy Banks. That's the only kind of thing that we saw before we actually saw the video. So Banks said, this is 7 hours ago now, as we read this. Not everything needs to be broadcast and farmed, but since y'all want to jump to crazy assumptions, Sketch told me to post these receipts. All the Phase boys were with him last night. Sketch was my homie yesterday. He's my homie today. He'll be my homie tomorrow. You guys are fucking weirdos. I guess in the middle of the night, you know.
Yeah, so he knew.
So he found out that it was happening.
He found out and just got up and left.
And he was like, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to involve y'all. I'm over by the airport. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Come back. And he's like, I need to talk to someone. I'm on the way. By the way, Banks, man. W Banks for that.
Banks. Bro, we're going to react to his thing, but I'm just going to say it now before we get to it.
Got him on camera walking out of the thing.
Yep, they do. W parents, dude.
Yeah.
Because he mentions it in his video, how he thanks his parents for his support. And I was like, whoo. Because you're gonna hear about when he mentions it, but like him being with the guys and having like that as not like a crossroad, but something in his way when dealing with this, to give him some lapse time to digest it, and for people to be there close to him to deal with this.
I'm sorry, what is this picture?
It's so important. Hold on, I can't see it. What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Hold on. I haven't seen this yet. Why did they take a picture of his shoes and his glasses?
Bro, he left his shoes and his glasses there. He just dipped, dude.
This is like it's like an album cover. This is like,
bro, left his glasses and shoes. Bro, this is why I saw that. I was like,
shoes?
Oh no, dude.
That's insane.
He had other shoes, clearly.
Right, but he's just like,
those are, I guess, are like his thing. But again, when I saw that, that made me think.
Retired.
Said right now.
That's what I think.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. That's what I'm saying. He's done from this.
I'm glasses
I'm out
and
here.
My shoes. Just like hanging
out. Because that's like the Sketch thing,
like
right?
Laces,
that's the
basketball.
Exactly.
On
He's
the
retired, yeah. Because like
putting the gloves down.
That's his deal. He's got the glasses. He pushes them up. What's up, brother? And he's got the freaking, dad shoes, Monarchs, So
yeah, man. This reminded me of when, like, I don't know if I've talked about it, but when Norden, when FaZe Rain had went through his stint.
Yeah. You've spoken about that.
I was literally at the FaZe house. We were with him. And like just like this in the middle of the night. Where'd he go? Next thing you know, we're in the hospital.
Damn.
But like we essentially, like, Sketch didn't go that far, but that was the path he was on.
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This is the path that he was on, no doubt. And he goes on to say that like we're talking
it was gonna get dark, yeah.
Right there. So like the major W's to like the response was, some people like the NFL had untagged him and stuff. A bunch of brands have have untagged him on certain things when it first came out. So it was like dope to see, which sucks, but it's dope to see like individuals.
That stuff will sway to, and brands are notorious for this, swaying to what public opinion is. Like, ooh, right. How is the reaction? Should we stay tethered or should we end that relationship? Yep. If the NFL did that, if a lot of these brands did that, and now they see this thing, man, it's going to be big time mess up from a lot of those brands, I think. I mean, again, I don't necessarily even give a fuck about the whole brand thing. I just think, like you said, It's really cool to see Banks, and I know he's friends with a lot of the FaZe guys now. I've been seeing him in the little, clips and stuff on Twitter with all the new FaZe and all that. Sauce Gardner's here talking about him, like Mike Malak.
Bro, it's so easy. It's so easy to be like, and you know what I mean? Like growing up as a kid, like in school, it's so easy when something happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you want to go with what the crowd's saying?
It's easy to do this. Something happens, right? And immediately you start getting reactions, and you're sitting there and you're watching, and you're like, oh, okay, that's how they're reacting. Okay, what are they saying? Okay, yeah, man, I don't know. I was with it's easy to do that. It really is
very easy.
It's hard to be genuine in the moment and not know what the response is going to be from your fans or whatever. And I think, like you
said, fans or even fans, family, like you don't like people. You meant what you say. People, your family, your fans may go against it. So to see people be like, nah, bro, like that ain't it.
Immediately.
Like, even if you're a fan watching me, like that ain't it.
Immediately.
You're weird, bro.
Immediately.
Like, so, bro, gave me faith in humanity again. Because it's funny because like streamers nowadays, like even someone like Neon, dude, like the streamers nowadays and like their personas and their personalities are like because they do outrageous stuff. Mm-hmm. They do things that they shouldn't be doing. They're pranking people inappropriate. They like a nuisance to society and do things like that are like considered like bullying or like going over the edge.
That gets a massive amount of
even with what they say. So I'm like, you would not expect, but wouldn't be surprised in a situation like this. You just don't know, right? So to see that kind of response,
to like for people in the like not only the fans but then the big creators to double down on it and point and be like, and do the whole deal,
Not like or just like not say anything and be like, no, it's weird, dude. Like you just
distance from it.
Put their hands up.
Yeah.
So it's dope to see that because that doesn't happen enough like in regular day life. I feel like
I saw it from kids so many fans, people too, man. So many people were like just I didn't even know people that knew Sketch. Theo Von's reaching out and he's like, yo, Sketch, my boy. Like everybody is like just surrounding the kid, and I think that's like you said. It shows that there's good in this world. Like the internet is not all bad,
bro. Because say right now, I'm thinking like 30 years ago, that's not happening. It's not happening, dude. It's not happening. Like it was, and it's
even
not happening.
And even that I mean, I don't know. It's tough because it's a story. We're talking about it because I think it's just a shock factor of something like that. But even that, it was like something that you could be. I don't even know what the word is. Canceled for? It's like, okay.
Yeah, no,
he did that. Like, now he does this.
Right, it's like Dwight Howard. Remember Dwight Howard?
Right, but Dwight, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Cool.
Exactly. It's whatever. Which is like refreshing to see.
Yeah.
That it's not like completely shun or whatever.
Or like, oh my God, exposed. He's never, get him out, whatever. But here's Sketch addressing it. This is 6 minutes. Is this the full thing? I don't know if it went on for 6 minutes. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I think it was like 9 minutes. But
okay.
Honestly, I think that the first 3 minutes were like black screen or something like that. So this might be the full.
All right,
him talking.
Let's get to this and see what he had to say.
Oh, before you say anything, I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching this. I laughed a handful of times, but not like laughing at him because I'm gonna laugh again for sure.
Okay.
But he, like when people talk about him faking his character.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to show you that he is not faking his character for the camera or whatever.
Right.
This is his character, and he's hilarious. And the fact that he's able to like be himself when talking about this is golden.
Yeah.
So anyways, I had to preface with that.
Okay, bet.
Okay.
70,000? God damn, where were y'all before? Fuck!
Clapping it up, dude.
And he's stressing. Because he has ticks, dude. So
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut.
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut. This is the way you handle it, though, man. If like,
bro, and he's stressing right now. Like,
and
this is his nervous reaction.
Of course, like if you're dealing with all this in real time, the balls. By the way, was this live?
Yeah.
The ball. That's ballsy. The balls to get on camera.
70,000. It was live.
Yeah,
okay.
The balls to get on camera and do that is something else.
This is the same day, bro.
Because
same day.
You're just processing it all, and honestly, this is the way you do it. It's the way you do it because you are a content creator, and if you do feel like you need to address it, you address it in the way you do content.
This shows you, though, the guys who respond, or the people who respond right away, their conscience is mainly clean. Like, they know they're in the right. If there's a delay, maybe that's when this starts to show.
I like
why you have the delay for.
I like the approach.
Wasn't planning on doing this today, but I guess so. Okay, I'll start from the top.
Just the way you talk.
Look at this. Open and honest. That was me. That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what. Okay. 2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person.
It can't be easy, dude.
It's going worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's going worse.
Poor
Yeah,
guy, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
it can't be easy, man. Just because you
live too, man.
live.
You're trying to.
And it's probably the first time you've told. I mean, yes, you're fans, but again, we talked about it. How many
publicly strangers?
How many of his family knew? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know.
So
you
it's
know that
like
his parents knew, but like
in his mind, he's talking to his people, but he's probably talking to his, like if I'm telling
everybody,
you know what I'm saying? In my mind, yes, I'm telling people, but I'm telling the people I care about most too, and that's like probably what the hard part about that is. But yeah, he's going through it, man.
So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly.
I died. I go, oh my god, this is. I love this guy. I love him. You can't script that.
That's him.
Man.
That's him, dude. That's him. But again, this is the way you handle stuff like this.
He said, "Just kidding, possibly."
Just kidding. Yeah, I did, possibly. So, again,
oh man,
in the grand scheme of things, is it? Like the whole OnlyFans conversation, you can have a moral conversation about, doing that stuff on the internet, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, we're not talking about a guy that assaulted someone, killed someone, did some crime that was just irreprehensible and unforgivable, or was using a bunch of, epithets and slurs or anything like that. This guy was doing something that he's obviously not proud of. Says he's a changed person. Which I don't know. Again, that is its own thing. I think that he's going to have to figure out.
Can't even go down that route at all.
I was going to say.
I was like,
he's going to have to figure that part out himself. But regardless, it seems like the way he's handling this is the only way that someone, because there's going to be jokes, man. Of course, there's going to be jokes.
Right. You have the no Diddy pause. That whole culture.
It's going to happen.
Now you don't get to say it no more.
I was going to say, now they're going to be, the boys are going to do it at sketch, and they're going to have little fun moments from it. And again,
that's the thing. The jokes already started. That's a part of it. And the part that I think is tougher, because he's owning it, but again, it's a different type of owning, because just like you said, we're not going to go into it in depth, but when he says, I'm changed, right?
Yeah.
With some people, right, they get outed, they're like, I'm not changed, this is me.
Right.
He's not doing that. So you must know this is even harder for him.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about something like you mentioned that he's not proud of, or he's saying something that's not me anymore.
Yeah.
So that's also a lot different. So it's going to be 10 times harder when it comes to your deep down personal insecurities.
Yeah.
Things that you wake up, think about, go to bed, think about things that just affect your whole life.
100%.
But anyways.
But no, the way he's handling it is It's perfect. Roll with the punches on it, man.
Catch out of the bag. It's okay. What else do I have to say? I don't know. Thank you to all my people that have been sticking up for me. I understand if you're mad. Shit hit the fan. I don't go on Twitter. I deleted. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't delete Twitter. I have been cautiously avoiding it. It's like fucking landmines everywhere I go. Okay, I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them.
I'm not even sure what that means. I don't
Bro,
even
this
want to
is
go
why-
down that part.
This
I
whole
don't
part,
know
dude,
what to
the
go.
whole problem with this is that this whole part is a completely different can of worms.
It's a whole different can of worms.
Completely different. But what I will say, like I said a second ago, is that this also makes it harder for him because people, again, you're being outed, which like some people who are gay and they own it personally.
Yeah.
Like they can't wait for people to know and they get to be themselves. Like who cares? Like this is me. I'm myself. Deal with it.
Right.
But this is something different. Like this is something that was in my past.
Yeah.
I'm changed. I was dealing with addiction. I'm not proud of this.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of stain for him.
Yeah.
So having to talk about it or not, and also deal with it being outed,
Yeah.
is a completely different like level of time bomb, like for emotional.
And you know how the internet is gonna like
Oh man,
poke little holes and what do you mean by that? And what do you mean by what you said?
Yep.
That kind of thing. It's unfortunate, but again, fair play to the guy, man.
But no excuse there. What I guess. Just trying to give you some background here. What else was I gonna say?
Well,
yeah,
he's
that
by
was
himself.
me. I fucked up.
in this
I
room.
won't do it again. I'm just kidding. Well, I am dead serious about not doing it again. That was a dark time, rough time.
Oh,
89,000? Who the fuck am I, Jinxie? Hey, love my brother Jinxie. Not like that though. Just my brother. I don't know.
bro, he was so. Pause real quick. He is so quick-witted. Have you
Yeah,
seen his
he is.
freestyle?
Yeah, he could rap a little bit.
He is so quick-witted. That's
He
part
can
of
rap a
what
little
people love him. How funny he is because like the jokes that he comes up, the
He
one-liners.
can turn stuff. Yeah, he can turn stuff.
Because he's
around
not
quick
thinking
in his
about
head.
this at all. He's just like, all right,
It's all
I'm gonna
coming
talk
out.
about it.
It's all coming out. Yeah. And he's in those moments, he's still able to kind of be, witty and funny and entertaining, which again
right.
is the perfect way to handle it, I think.
He said, not like that though.
I like that though.
He's like roasting himself, and
That's
then
my
continues.
brother. Not like that. Don't love him like that, brother.
Off Twitter, please. Shout out to you. Shout out Steve. I'm owning up to it. I don't know how long
that
these
sucks,
videos
man.
usually are supposed to go, but who knows? Fuck it, I might stream for an hour. Sonny, turn on TTS. Or is that a bad idea?
Don't turn on any TTS, buddy. Leave that for another day. Don't do that.
Facts.
No text to speech on the day like today, man.
Someone text me if that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh man, he is stressing, bro.
Yeah. You have to.
But on a real note, I've been living under the threat of that coming out for like 2 years. Started social media, just kind of dicking around. Had that in my past. I'll tell you what, weight lifted off my shoulders. God is good. God is good.
Yeah, you got to feel like at some point
Right.
you just hope that I don't want to say you hope that it comes out, but you hope that you find a way to deal with whatever that was like because
Get ahead of it.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
get ahead of it.
You
Put it behind you.
It's clear, and again, for whatever this even means, that he just did not want to be associated with it. Obviously, so now that it's out there and he can just say, "Okay, I did it. Whatever." It's got to feel good, to just be like, "Fine, finally."
Gotta be a relief.
Like you said a second ago.
Some sort of relief.
Morning, waking up, knowing it's there. Oh, is it going to come out today? Is it going to come out today? Is it going to come out this year? What's going to happen? Maybe it'll never come out. Maybe it will. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a test, or you got a big event coming up.
I
You're
know.
just like,
But every day of your life for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
right.
And obviously, he could just have come out and said it, How do you think it would have been had he said it before the pictures come out?
See, the thing is, if he had said something, then they would have found it. So
they would have found it either way. Exactly, right.
If he kind of like worded it and like we're like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was like, doing some OnlyFans.
And if he tried to backtrack, because sometimes what happens is like you're gonna try to sugarcoat it and not make it seem as bad as it was for him, right?
Right. Maybe you had.
Then if it comes out, then you're like double backtracking, like no, oh no.
Yeah, and
because then you like get people to believe, oh, that's what it was, and then it's like, did you lie to us? You know what I mean?
That's true.
So sometimes this is just like, all right,
it's all out there.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Probably the best way, unfortunately.
All the time. But weight off my shoulders, to be honest. You have some stuff in the closet, not no pun intended there. But
he's too good.
Yeah, it came out. I mean, I tell you what, I was going and doing all this different stuff. I was going in the back of my mind, holy shit.
There we go.
Yeah.
And guess what? Holy shit was last night. And I have a lot of people to credit for, I'll be honest, plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me.
You know what he's about to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I ain't calling it quits on streaming, man. That's crazy. That is rough. That's rough just to hear a person say, man.
And the fact, he's so, and it speaks to his personality because he comes out and just like he said, when he says he's speaking candidly, it's not a character, people. Like this is him.
Yeah, man, that's sad to hear. And it's sad because you got to think the mind, what's going on upstairs when all that's happening.
You can see how stressed he is talking right now.
Right now, and
so
he's
imagine
support. Support's already been there. Now imagine just seeing it on his phone and just
the level of like,
I couldn't imagine, man.
The torment, the emotional tornado,
and the way he says it, he's like, "This was the plan," as if, if it ever happens, I already.
That's why I said when I saw the sneakers and the glasses.
Yeah, bro.
So I've seen that before.
Whoo!
That's like,
yeah, you're right. Good. This is a good thing. There's a lot of good people still left around in this whole, content creation.
Oh boy, I was like W's, like. Yeah. Because all it takes is one message at the right time, or one message at the wrong time, or no message.
Yeah, you let that fester.
At the exact wrong time.
You let that fester.
When you're emotional,
mm-hmm.
you're impulsive, and things happen quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think. So it's like timing is everything.
Yeah.
So to see like the immediate outcry and the response was big. But you're going to see right here like the part that I was like still like, yeah. Okay, I heard that, and then I heard the part. I was like, "Whew."
Okay.
Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Like,
yeah.
Shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but I'm changed. Yeah, that's about it though. Like, my original plan was there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never going to come out. Or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Jeez, man.
But the people at FaZe, Banks, especially, and my friends that I've made over the past couple years came in and they saved me.
W's.
I don't know what I was gonna do.
Thank God he was there.
That's a big one for Ricky, man. That's a big W for Ricky, man.
Immediately I saw it, I was like, oh boy.
Because not to the same degree, but Ricky's had his issues too.
Oh yeah.
And to be fair, everybody has. And again, we're talking about something that's like,
yeah,
he's
not the only one.
Yeah,
he's not the only one.
So it's like, it's just a good thing that he. Honestly, it's probably a good thing that Sketch made it on social media. I know that sounds weird, but it's a good thing because even as just a normal dude walking around and you have those kind of thoughts, if that was something that you had done and you weren't proud of it and you just didn't want to be associated with it, he's built up such a network of good people around him. So I'm this makes me happy, man. it hurts my heart that this is something that can drive you to this level, you know.
Right, but that had already happened, so it's good to see.
But this is good to see. Like we are not on this level, obviously, but we see it in the influencer boxing and sports world every day. There is such vitriol when it comes to, I mean, you know, opinions on sports or whatever it is, conversational stuff that's just like, if you were in person speaking about it, you would not speak to each other the same way. I've started to do this on Twitter. I'm like, if I sat down with you and had a conversation about Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, and I called it a robbery, would you to my face call me a dick sucker and a dick eater and delusional whatever? Or just go, hey, man, I don't know. I thought Diaz won.
Same thing here with all the comments that he's got.
Exactly.
Same thing.
So I'm glad that we got a little bit of online finally reflected human interaction for the first time I'd seen in a while. Like, just people coming together. That was dope.
And this was a super raw moment. Like, him expressing this, and you can see when he's breathing like this, when it's almost like
he got choked up, man.
The emotion has got a hold of you.
He got choked
up. We've been there where it's like you're not just emotional, not just sad, you're not just like, upset. It's like when it's hard to breathe and it consumes you to that level, you can know that because he's going back to what he was feeling.
Yeah, as soon as he said the word parents.
When you were at those, right? Oh yeah,
got him.
It's like I'm like at the crossroads, dude. When you're like, am I going to do this? Or am I not going to do it? Am I going to do this or I'm not going to do it? Yeah. And again, when he said if I was at home alone,
scary, man.
Like like the difference of having people around or like making sure that your homeboy, your homegirl is all right is like, so that's my big takeaway is like, if you guys, this is a perfect example. He just said it to y'all faces. Like, make sure you're taking care of your people in your circle.
Facts.
Make sure. Because like, look, we're talking.
Can happen like that, man.
Split seconds, turn the wheel, like ever so slightly. Just turn the wheel 2 inches this way, 2 inches that way. Is GG's.
Crazy.
So, oh man.
I don't know. Fuck it. We start streaming more often. I probably or quit. I don't know. One of the two. I don't know. What Kim Kardashian do? If I get one more text about Kim Kardashian, I swear that doesn't make anything better. I'm just kidding, but
that means that some people
to Kim Kardashian.
Reference, but I bet you some people were like, "Hey, look what Kim K did."
I know.
Like some people that know him,
trying to like salvage it.
Yeah.
Yo, look what. To be honest, though, I mean, not in the same way, but it'll be interesting because the way this has been received from everybody is going to help out Sketch. I think a lot. I think he'll come out of this a lot, like crazy enough to say, with even more support.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I can already see that.
It's gonna be tough for him though.
There's going to be things he's going to have to adjust to for sure.
Or his next stream.
Everyone's going to ask
the
about
icebreaker, or they're not going to ask about it, and they're like going to like respect it, but he's going to be like,
"Nah, bro, 100%." Maybe not like in an interview or whatever, but I hope that isn't something that goes around now. Like,
right?
I don't think he wants to be like
a. Should like you have to address. It's like the elephant in the room, or like an icebreaker.
Yeah.
If he's uncomfortable about it, and you're just like ignoring it.
Yeah.
Like if he's like, "Are you weirded out by having me? Like, do you want me to have me on the podcast or not?" You know what I mean?
I think it's just going to be something he has to adjust to more with, like you said, his stream and like know, how the streams get and stuff like that. But
comments and stuff, you know what I mean?
I don't think anybody like in a
chat
friend setting is going to really. They're just like whatever. You're still
no. I'm talking about like if he's
but like maybe like an interview or something. Yeah, I guess.
Right.
I hope it's not one of those things where we make it like a Dateline interview. Like I don't want to see that with him because I know he probably just wants to move on from it. You know.
Exactly. Like right now, just we talk about it, we joke about it. It is what it is. And we move forward.
That's what I think.
More often today than I have in the past 20 years of my life.
The Kim K thing. That's
pretty
crazy.
Cool. Wow. Awesome job. Love y'all. I don't know. I probably should end. That was cool, though. Okay. I'll be back streaming. I don't know. Well, I'll be back, just not in immediate, like tomorrow. Probably like the day after or something. Probably gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Kind of have to.
Pretty cool, though. I don't know. Hey,
Yeah, it's
I'd rather
still,
you know my flaws though, so it makes it easier. I don't want to be the poster boy.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know.
Love y'all.
I don't know that it's something. There's the end of it. I don't know if there's something that he wants like to be a poster child for, but it will be difficult, man, to come back and not even after this to like act like it didn't happen or think about it differently. It's gonna be tough, but honestly, best case scenario for everything involved. I think this could have been the really, really. I mean, we see it. It could have been awful. So this is probably best case scenario for Sketch.
Damn.
But hey, man, listen.
I actually, me, like, you know me, this happens, and I'm like, okay, as long as Sketch is good, this is actually going to be great for the internet.
Yeah, I like that.
You get, like you said, real human interaction. You get people to have real conversation and actually have some real thought that, like, graces over into, like, your personal life and your personal thoughts, your personal views, and also how you deal with things emotionally. Yeah. Because what Sketch is just going through, like what he just went through, a lot of people go through. Like mental health struggles, depression, and you're seeing the emotion in real time. So to see him try to cope with it in real time, I think is important because a lot of people go through that quietly. Mm-hmm. And now you have your biggest insecurity plastered on the internet. And this dude handled it like a G.
Yeah, bro.
Like and also community, his friends, all coming through. Fantastic. So like takeaways are like your insecurities are way bigger to you than they are to everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a prime example for a Sketch. Like even how he is now, you can tell he's dealing with it a lot like more challenging than I think other people are.
Yep.
Because it still is challenging for him, but to see him like deal with it and have a circle around him is dope because not enough people have that. And it sucks. So
yeah, I think it, like I said,
be that for other people, dude.
Yeah,
be that for other people.
I think it's gonna be like I said, like you said, a point on the internet where we can look, hopefully, to when things like this happen and go, hey man, it's like he doesn't want to be a poster child. Sketch doesn't, and I don't think he should be for like whatever people want to make him. But this is not the first time this has happened.
Exactly.
And it won't be the last. So I hope, I think the hope that was built here was that for people that are good people, and it seems like from every account, Sketch is a good, genuine person,
yep.
You know what I'm saying, that did this, and obviously, like I said, not proud of it, but, he's doing other things now. Hopefully they can look to and say, you know what, it's not, if I do something that, I'm ashamed of, or I'm not proud of, or I do something that I just regret, or is bad or whatever. I don't know the terminology.
Yeah.
Even in a world where, especially today with this thing and technology, you can feel your life's over in a second. That's it. I ruined it. It's over. I'll never come back from this. It's on the internet forever. It's over. I can't. This hopefully is a beacon to people to say, you know what, dude? It's not. And
it's not.
As weird as, it sounds me saying this, will pass. Mm-hmm. If you have your morals, you stand by your morals, you do the things you want to do in life, you surround yourself with good people, and you're a good person to those people in your community, it will pass. Work on yourself, do your thing. But yeah, man.
Facts. What you know what I said I made a little TikTok video? Mm-hmm. Like my big thought experiment about this, especially when something happens like this where someone's character is being called into question or their behavior is. I'm like, this is a great experiment to realize that the person who did the thing isn't being exposed. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is. Whatever your initial thought and reaction was exposes your character and who you are. So a great little thought experiment is to think, what was your initial reaction and thought process towards it? And just realize, was it good? Was it bad? Is there something I need to work on there? Because to me, like millions of people just got exposed on their character. Yeah. You can talk about Sketch a couple years ago, but everyone else, their initial response says more about who you are than about who Sketch is.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah.
Yeah, that's like my first thing I think of, and I'm like, wow, there's like so many people that'll go right over their head. I'm like, you're not realizing that your character is actually being the one being exposed. And to those who are like Sketch, obviously, those who are dealing with hate, who are dealing with like hate comments or being judged, like and struggle with that and want to be like loved by everybody or deal with those kind of judgment. Like I always say, like don't, or I was told, and now I always say it. But, like, don't let somebody else's character affect how you think about your character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let other people's personal issues with their life and their character affect yours. As long as you know you're in the right. Like, if you know you did something wrong, you'll take accountability and you fix it. But if you know, like, you're in the right and you're, you know, you feel like as if you're doing good, you can't let somebody else's bad character affect how you feel.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let that, like, own you. And if Sketch can do that with the whole world seeing it, insecurities are the worst, man.
Yeah.
They're life enders.
All
so
100%.
100%.
We all have them. And, yeah, I'm just glad to see the situation, I don't want to say end, but go the way it is. Comment section.
Yeah.
You let us know, what do you think about the whole Sketch situation? The Breakdown Boys are back. Life moves on. Live happy. Tell people you love them because we don't have answers for it, but just will find it.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then I go